Nolan's top-of-the-line sports touring helmet, the N87 here, is a helmet just full of value. But just how much value? Nolan's top sports touring helmet, the N87. That's a pretty surprising claim because this helmet actually comes in at 220 euros or around 260 US dollars at the recommended retail price. Not bad at all for such a helmet. For this lower price and value, we do have a couple compromises though, which we will of course see a little later on. This helmet does have the opportunity to really stand out among those helmets that are just outside of the entry-level range. Don't forget to head to our YouTube channel where we have more helmet reviews, road tests, and guides. Make sure to subscribe while you're there. Let's start by taking a look at the shell of the N87. It's made of Lexan, which is a polycarbonate injected molding process. This is the highest quality polycarbonate that you can get out there, which is the same stuff that your visors are actually made out of. Nonetheless, you can still see the value side since, again, it's polycarbonate, and this helmet only comes in 2 shell sizes. Though a plus about this helmet, it is sharp rated and got a 4 out of 5 stars for safety, which is really good. For weight, it did pretty good as well, especially for a polycarbonate helmet. This size M weighed a respectable 1,540 grams. Onto the ventilation, and it is a pretty standard configuration. The chin vent here is easy to open and goes directly onto the visor to help demist it. Up top here we have 2 individually controlled vents that will go into the top of your head, and the vents will bring in a fair amount of air. All this will come out the back here underneath the spoiler since you have a wide exhaust there. For the visor we have something pretty standard again. You can have the cracked city position as usual, and it comes with a Pinlock anti-fog lens in the box. So that is a great value for a helmet in this range especially. Next you have a drop-down sun visor, which you operate using a toggle on the mechanism. It's nice though since it's notched so you can really have it whatever level you need. To remove the visor is fairly simple. All you need to do is open it all the way up, pull the tabs down on either side until it wiggles out, and the other side, and there you are. Putting it back in again is just as easy. You just slide it back in and snap it back into place. And the other side, same thing. Very easy. All right, and now onto the liner here. This is an area that kind of shows a bit more value orientation, but if you want more comfort, then you can always go for the N87 Plus, which has a revamped liner. The liner here is removable, washable, and has plenty of perforation for ventilation, but it's not as comfortable as what we get with more expensive helmets. Underneath though, you'll be getting some EPS channels for the ventilation. Though they are a little bit shallow, we do have plenty of holes to let air flow throughout the helmet. We also have speaker cutouts on the side as well, and on the inside it's overall neat and tidy, so let's just take a look there. First you need to take out the cheek pads on either side. You just got 3 snaps, and you've got to throw them out of the chin strap. They look pretty good. Still pretty good for comfort for an entry-level helmet. And then you have the other cheek pad. Same case. The main difference on the liner is that the N87 Plus has emergency release cheek pads and an adjustable liner. To take out the comfort liner, all you need to do is snap it out of the forehead, and then you're going to need a screwdriver in the back here, which is coincidentally also the same place where you can install the B901R or other compatible Bluetooth communication kits for this helmet. Once the screw's out, you just pull on both sides. The comfort liner is also pretty good. You're getting plenty of perforations, so you should get pretty good ventilation throughout. Again, these are the speaker cutout fill-outs, and you can see the EPS grooves now, and the cutouts are on either side for the ear. Now let's see how the N87 performed on the road. While we did test the N87 Plus, there are no real structural changes between the two, since the difference is really just the liner is adjustable and you have emergency release cheek pads. First, just a reminder for how we set up our equipment. On the left is a monitor showing the helmet's internal temperature measured through a thermometer placed in the top of the helmet. In the middle is a decibel meter giving us noise measurements from a microphone in our rider's ear. On the right is a phone giving us the day's wind speed. Lastly, in the middle, we've got our rider speed and external temperature. For the test, our rider traveled at 130 km per hour on long stretches of highway. When we took the N87 out, it was unfortunately inclement weather, but we took it out anyway. The exterior temperature was about 9 degrees Celsius, while the helmet's interior was about 11 degrees, so a difference of 2 degrees, which isn't too bad. For noise, we recorded about 102 decibels, which is also average for a full-face helmet. For wind speed, we recorded a range of about 115 to 130 kilometers per hour. Our rider found the helmet very comfortable, saying it also performed very well for a helmet in its price range. Now, time for the stars. For material, though the N87 is made of Lexan, it is still polycarbonate and comes in only 2 shell sizes, so that gives it 2 stars. For the weight, the helmet also does an average with 3 stars. For the visor, we've got a good result since Nolan have provided the helmet with a pinlock prepared visor, and the insert is in the box, so that's another 4 stars. For noise, the helmet also does fairly average at about 102 decibels, garnering it 3 stars. For ventilation, we had a difference of 2 degrees, which is a decent result, again giving the helmet 3 stars. Lastly, for comfort, the helmet also did very well for an entry-level helmet with another 2.5 stars. For the Champion helmet score, the N87 is a solid 3-star helmet, and it comes in at about 13 euros per star, which is an admirable result, though a bit more on the expensive side for an entry-level helmet. But then again, this is definitely a top-tier entry helmet, performing very consistently and comfortably across all categories. If you'd like to purchase the Nolan N87, then make sure to head to championhelmets.com, where we have a lowest price guarantee and a bundle deal with a visor. Alright everyone, this has been our review of the Nolan N87. This sports touring helmet offers a surprisingly large amount of value and features, not to mention great comfort at this price point. But if you want to know anything else about Nolan helmets, helmets in general, or whatever, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Sebastian from Champion Helmets, and thanks for watching.